So that felt good. Nice little blast, get the cobwebs off. So this May is going to be 3 years with this bike. So I figured it'd be good to maybe just look back, talk about some of the mods that have been done, and then maybe discuss some little things that I'm planning to do this season. So let's have a little look back. So the first job to be done was actually to put on a tail tidy, just to clean up that rear end a little bit. I got this one from R&G Racing, really simple, came with all the parts you need. Wasn't really complex to put on and really cleaned up that rear end and got rid of that big bulky bit of plastic. Also changed out the indicators at the same time, put on some much smaller Shinyo indicators to go along with it. Pretty simple to put on, you just need some basic wiring skills, so not too hard at all, and highly recommend it, really cleaned up the bike. Next up was the rear mudguard, or rear hugger. I got this from a company called Ermax. At first I was worried they wouldn't be able to match the paint with the tank, but they did a really great job. They've really matched the colour on this, and it's really quality work, and they do rear huggers for the other versions of the Kawasaki Z900rs. And it really set the bike off. It just got rid of that horrible black bit of plastic that came as standard. So for me, that was a really, really nice investment that just really set the bike off. Now on to undoubtedly what is the biggest piece of work we have done on the bike so far, and that was changing out the exhaust system. So this is actually a combination of a Kropovich pipes combined with an SC Project can, and it sounds like a beast. The original video is really worth checking out because I do all the different combinations and do some different sound testing, so you get a real sense of what the pipes sound like with the original muffler or without a muffler. So we really had some fun kind of putting that together. Definitely an investment for this setup, but I really enjoyed it. Taking the weight off, you can feel the difference, and again, it just sounds amazing, and you can hear me coming before you see the bike, that's for sure. Then onto the handlebars. I actually swapped out the stock handlebars for the stock version you get on the Cafe Racer version of this bike. So everything fit, I had it done at the dealership, and it was a nice, easy swap. And as soon as I got on the bike, it just instantly felt like a better riding position for me. Just felt so much more natural, just a little lower and a bit more kind of comfortable. And I just felt a bit more connected with the bike. So that was really worth doing. Now last but not least was the brake reservoir. So changing out that horrible specimen cup thing for this nice Rizoma brushed metal piece. Now in the video, we actually kind of bled the whole system and did kind of the big job just to show what was involved. But yes, there are quicker ways around it, but definitely worth checking out and was worth doing. Right, so what's next? Well, I don't want to do too much this season. I actually want to, well, hopefully spend a bit more time on the BMW build and hopefully get that up and running for the season. So I think this season will be just a few little bits and pieces, maybe some cosmetic work. So one thing I definitely want to do is just get a little cap or something to cover this kind of bolt. It's such a considered bike, and then when you see it kind of side on, it just feels like there's something kind of missing here. So I'll either machine something up, or there's some things online that look pretty good, so it depends how much work I want to make for myself, really. Then another job I want to do is get a radiator guard on here. I do primarily ride in the country, do get a lot of stones kicking up, and of course a lot of bugs, and it is a bit of a ball ache to clean. I'm surprised I haven't had any damage yet with a lot of stones and things that kind of kick up. So just want to get something simple for that. Something that kind of works with the bike and maybe just kind of blends in a little bit. And then another job I kind of want to get to is doing something around here. I mean, I'm kind of happy with how this is, but you do get a lot of bugs and things just going on in here. It's such a big open space. And I don't know if I want to get a big fairing. I just want to get something maybe just really simple that just kind of covers here, bit of a windshield. But again, I don't want a big kind of piece of fairing. So I'll look around, or maybe I'll fabricate something that kind of works. Let's see. But that's it. Until next time, ride safe.